A couple of people have been asking about my pond. A few years back, this was actually the back of the garage that we knocked down, and I built up the front wall with bricks, rendered it. Built this pergola over the top. It's turned out pretty well. It's roughly 3 metres by 2 metres by just over a metre deep. There's actually roach in there that originally came from the tees, probably about 20 or 30 of them. The rest of the koi, apart from a couple, including this big one here, were donated by a guy who was closing his koi pond down. I've had these roughly a couple of years now. You can see they're coming up for food because they're all greedy buggers, particularly the big orangey yellow one. Installed these glass jump guards a couple of years back, and it's at that time of year now where they'll be coming off. Now the water's getting cold, and I've actually got polycarbonate sheets that go over the top on wooden rails. It normally take me a day or so to install. That's the auto fish feeder there. Now the water's got cold at just below 10 degrees. I'm going from high protein food back to wheat germ, so that's a 50-50 mix. All these walls here were built by myself and rendered. Decking. Gazebo didn't make, that was from Dunster House, I think it was. That's been up a couple of years now, but I built the pergola over the top of the pond to match the same construction as the Dunster gazebo, as you can see with the routed legs. Just got a couple of sails that I put over in the summer just to keep the sun off the water so it can get a bit warm. Behind the pond's the filtration system, the Nexus 210 I think this is. It's a good filtration system, you don't even have to get your hands wet. Biological made on the outside, and inside the zone at the top. It's blended out in there, so that's the air pump that gets the media moving. That's the water delivery back to the pond, and I think it's 100 mil pipe work. That's the drain there that goes into the side border. See the back of the house, we've currently got scaffolding up, that's because the roof's getting renewed. We've done a day's work on it so far because the weather's been absolutely atrocious in the last few days. Biblical rain on Thursday, and then we've had high winds, so hopefully they're coming back early part of next week. This is my home office. We built that just after, or just during COVID. Something to do a few years back, and that's where I work most of the week. This afternoon we've just been making use of the scaffolding whilst the roof was on here, just to paint that in gable. It's looking pretty rough. We'll put a couple of coats on that and it looks as good as new now. underwater view of the fish. This is just under the gazebo where we've got the barbecue. All the Indian sandstone was painstakingly made by me and the wife a couple of years back. Completely back-breaking, but I think it was worth it. That's the conservatory, and the next project on the list of things to do once the roof's done, it's probably going to be next year now, is that's actually going to come down. It's going to become a proper extension. I'm thinking of sitting there during the day. Shed that's been up a couple of years. Built that to match the office on the other side of the garden. Cost quite a lot of money to put up, a bit extravagant, but it's going to last a long time. And eventually, once we've done all the DIY, then that could potentially be another sort of extension, or room for doing other things rather than just storing tools. Yeah, it's all come together. Happy with it, and now we can make use of it.